All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Push him back. Push him back. Kill. Up, Jefferson. Up, Jefferson. 57. Hey, seam 6. Let's go, defense. Hurry. Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got?
First down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill. Turn up. 22 jet bomber. Hurry.
From the 39, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, alert 33.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
57 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Point it right. Pistol. He's checking quick. Real. Hurry. Check the call.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Alert! No chance! Hey, check Mike 57. Regular. Hurry! Hey, alert! Shift.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Willis. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hurry! Check 13.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Regular. Check 26.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well,
Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Mayfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Buddy up! 458's the mic. Put it on. Rush. Rush in. Rush in.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
King from the gun on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out, 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
65. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
This is Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Take it away. Hey, turn it out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Mostert, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen, and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, Alpha! Hurry, hurry!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. Hey, echo!
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by OBJ. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Hurry!
Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Results in a 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, Haywood! Hurry! 57. You better be afraid of me!
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield able to fight through one tackle. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
6 guys! Check 6 guys! Run! Buzz! Check! Like that!
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, this is Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll run with Wilson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
SOS. Wide. Get wide. Check it. Go.
2nd and 13. And he finds Howard complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Target.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit him over the top.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go. Saturday ending. Mike 58.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The kick by Gold is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Willis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after after that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Switch.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Good. 180. 57. Hurry. Check me out. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I don't even know why this team. Up. Regular. Watch out.
Mayfield down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check three. Regular. Hey, Delta. Hurry.
To throw, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Protein spill. Check 25. Check 24. Hurry.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. There he goes left side. And he's gonna take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They run it again with Chubb. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A toss play to Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
You got nothing. Check 9, check 9. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33. Hurry, hurry. Hey, alert 33. Come on, QB.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Beckham.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the